say something?
Yes.
Join us.
Welcome to our program. We're glad to have you here. And whether you're an active duty or whether you're reserve or whether you're retired or whether you just served in the armed services for a period of time, but all of our listeners, we're just privileged to have you in Seattle. We're fortunate enough today to have the sun out, which is a wonderful event, particularly after Groundhog Day.
Mm-hmm.
And he apparently saw his shadow, and we can see the sun coming over the horizon. And likewise, as we sailors would often say, we can see a little bit of the masthead, and there's a shadow, which is a wonderful thing, which indicates to us that we're going to have sunny weather and fair skies and following seas ahead. So accordingly, that's the circumstance. Let me say that today we have a man who served in the Navy, and he enlisted from the middle portion of America. We're going to hear and know a little bit more about Ron, and we're going to know about his trepidations, his concerns, his family, his beginnings, and what he has learned and what has gone before him. Ron is a gentleman who works for our family in terms of keeping up matters, and he's a great guy who knows an awful lot about using his hands, much more than I do or ever will. And Ron Coxwell is a fine gentleman, and I'd like to introduce him at this time. Ron, would you just say hello to our radio audience?
Hello, everybody. Hope you're all having a very nice day, getting out and enjoying that sunshine.
Yeah, it's a nice day up here. I know. It's really nice.
Well, before you have Ron, let's recognize that we have our riverman always with us. And you want to say something?
Later on, I'll tell.
Yes. Jordan Cohen is a combat veteran of World War II, served with the Patton's Army, and fine family from Kitsap County. He's from the Army, but we won't hold that against him. And served with Patton and other.
Really? He served with Patton?
Yes, he has.
Oh, wow. What, I mean, he's got a story to share. Go ahead.
Yes, he did. He has spoken already.
A couple of times. And
I'll come on a little later. I want to hear what Ron has to say
every week.
Yeah.
about the Navy.
Be with us.
Okay. Ron, why don't you tell us about,
Ron is our special guest.
tell us a little bit about your growing up and what your motivation was for going in the Navy and your family, things of that nature.